Have you ever noticed how some words perfectly capture the spirit of an era, becoming instant classics, only to fade away just as quickly? It is a fascinating part of language, how certain phrases can define a generation and then almost vanish from common speech. The word groovy, which was so prevalent in the 1960s, fell out of favor primarily because it became overused and synonymous with a counterculture that evolved and changed. As society shifted into the 1970s, new slang emerged, pushing older terms like groovy into the background. The core mechanism behind a word falling out of style is often a combination of ubiquity and association. When a term like groovy becomes widely adopted, it loses some of its original edge and coolness. It transitions from being an insider term for a specific group to a mainstream expression, often picked up by media and older generations. This broad acceptance can ironically make it seem less authentic or fresh to the younger, trend-setting groups who initially popularized it. Understanding this natural linguistic cycle helps us appreciate how slang functions as a cultural barometer. Think of it like fashion trends, where styles are constantly being innovated upon and replaced. Words, too, are dynamic, reflecting the attitudes and experiences of the people using them. A word that once signaled rebellion or excitement can, with time and overuse, start to sound dated or even ironic. The word groovy itself has an interesting journey, originating from the jazz music scene in the 1930s, where being in a groove meant playing well together. It was much later, in the 1960s, that it exploded into popular culture, signifying something excellent, fashionable, or cool, especially within the psychedelic and hippie movements. However, by the early 1970s, a new set of expressions like for-o or right on began to take its place, further accelerating groovy's decline. So, while groovy might still bring a smile to your face and conjure images of flower power, its journey from cool jazz to counterculture anthem, and then to a beloved historical artifact of language, perfectly illustrates how words are living things. They change, they grow, and sometimes, they gently retire, leaving behind a rich tapestry of cultural history for us to explore and enjoy.